Where are you living these days?
You know, I make my home in Cleveland, Ohio.
You do? Why Cleveland?
Because, you know, family. People's things take you there. You know, I'm out there into the Indians.
Into the Cavaliers, too, I would imagine.
Cavs were great. LeBron left, it hurt. He's back. You know, things are going well, so that's where I'm at.
I used to live in Cleveland in Mayfield Heights, the year that they opened up the flats.
Right.
And I used to
That's
go to a place called
rock,
Grand
right?
Slam Grill. You got it, I know what you're talking
used to
about.
rock.
Yeah, you said
I moved over there. I moved over to Gates Mills.
Right.
And it's dead.
The whole thing changed.
Maybe that's for a good reason, you know?
But you know what? That baseball stadium, you know, the Jake, I was there when they had Old Municipal Stadium, but when they had the Charles Nagy, Baerga, Albert Bell, it was great. And now they're killing it again now, right? People going crazy downtown.
You know, I have a partnership with them. You know, I own a transportation company out there. I have a partnership with the Indians, so I've seen this whole thing go live, you know, all together. It's great for the city. It's great.
What's it like, Mo Uber?
No. It's I own a freight company. I own 100 tractor trailers.
Look at you.
And
what kind of cologne you got on? I'm allergic to it.
Just soap.
You got soap? You're just like a Dove
You're
guy?
allergic to Mo? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. Maybe what is the jacket made out of?
I don't know.
By the way, Mo has a new line of clothes for big and tall guys like Boomer called MVP Collections. Is that some of your gear you're rocking today?
I'm rocking jeans, the shirt.
You.
This is what we're trying to get to is the jacket. That's
the jacket.
Look. That's a look we want. You know, I started this thing because I was the customer going out looking for clothes for a lot of years.
Right.
But I was able to, you know, made some money playing ball, able to, you know, supplement it. So I had to tailor, I had things made.
Sure.
So, you know, I'm looking to say, hey, you know, what about the guy who doesn't have the disposable income?
Right.
Let's see if we can get something for him.
So it's affordable clothing for bigger guys.
It's affordable clothing, lifestyle look. You know, to 1X to 4X, possibly 6X now. Size 36 to 50. You know, this is what we're trying to do here.
Eddie, you're knee deep in that.
You know, I got a big guy who works for me. His name's Dave Remington. So he's like a 4X guy.
Yeah, he was a well-known football player. Center.
You know, I'm a football fan, you know, from the heart.
Where are you from?
I'm from Connecticut. I'm from York, right up the street.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
And you moved to Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm in Cleveland. We love Cleveland, though.
Yeah, okay.
When you look back on your time playing for the Mets, you look back on it and it ticks you off. You're happy about it. You're blasé about it. How do you look back on it?
Listen, it's always unfinished business. You know, I'm from Connecticut. Went to high school upstate New York, Pauling, New York. Went to Seton Hall University. That was not how I wanted to end. You know what I mean? It's just you know. But things happen. You know, you got to pick yourself up and move on. But it's tough, you know. You make certain decisions in life, and some go well, some don't. But you got to keep it moving. That's what I'm doing.
You get along with Wilpons or no? Like you don't like Jeff, right?
No, you know, business is business. You know, they got to run a club. You know, I think what happens is when you get out now, it's 13 years. You know, I've been able to do some things, run some business. I got about 800 plus people under my charge. You know, for the different entities that I do. You understand what it is to be an owner now. It's a little bit different.
So you have more respect for him now?
I got more respect for the whole ownership structure.
Right.
Because
he wasn't here long enough.
That.
He wasn't here long
enough. No, I'm saying, but you're a local kid. It wasn't good here.
Right.
And I felt like when you left, obviously with some animosity, that if you look back and go, maybe more mature now you've been experienced business as an owner, and when you left here, it was ugly. On both sides, to be fair.
No, listen, I didn't play the way I wanted to play. You go out and play well, people keep their mouth closed. When you don't play well, this is what happens. But I think, like I said, if you know, I wish all athletes had a chance to be in that ownership structure and what it is to understand. It would help us all make better decisions, especially while we're in the game, because we don't understand what it is to own in the bigger picture. We only think about ourselves as individuals.
You miss playing?
Nah, I'm good. You know, listen, when I played, they had one guy throwing 100 miles an hour. Now they got about 15.
That's hard, right?
And it's time to go. You know, it's time to sit down.
When you played, how often would guys come around and ask you to, you know, pop a pill, do some drugs, steroids? I'm talking about. Like, was it right in front of you? And were you?
It wasn't. You know, maybe I'm just naive, but listen, I knew. For me, I knew I was hitting my numbers. I was 30 plus, 100 plus, 300. I really wasn't worried about, you know. Worried about any drugs on PEDS on that level because I was hitting my numbers. I remember one thing though. I remember in '96 I hit 44 home runs, and that year it felt like I was hitting a home run every other day. So Now I realize when you hit 70, it's got to be
Something's going on.
crazy.
It ain't
Something's
normal,
going on,
right?
You got to be going to walk 100 times, hit 70. That's something's
You know,
going
if a
on.
guy like you though that doesn't take the drugs and hits 44, that's a great accomplishment. But when you see these other guys hitting all those other home runs, do you hold it against them?
I don't. Listen, everybody's got to do what they got to do, and at some point, it's going to be called to justice, and people are going to make their opinion. Does it? I made 3 All-Star teams in those years. I was up against McGuire and all these guys that were playing, but do I hold it against them? No. The judgment is coming,
Yeah, that's why I say it, because guys like Bernie Williams, for instance, and we've become pretty good friends with Bernie over the years.
Great
He's
guy.
always like the forgotten Yankee for some reason. He's not a part of the core 4 and all this other stuff. But, here was a guy, all he did was go out and play center field for the Yankees, put up numbers, was big in the playoffs. And yet, for some reason, because he didn't hit, 60 home runs in a season, he is not looked at as a Hall of Famer. But I would say if everybody played the game like you and he played it, in other words, clean, then you compare the numbers and you say, hey, maybe he would be an All-Star, Hall of Famer.
Listen, I played against Bernie in the minor leagues, all the way AA, AAA. I saw him come up. He is just his key factor to all of them. And you're right, he's forgotten and shouldn't be. Switch hitter, big games. He's
Great defender.
Great defender.
Everything.
And I should say, listen, it's public knowledge that the stuff Radomski accused you of, HGH was not an illegal substance at the time, and people used it to recover from injury. I don't think you were never accused of doing steroids,
Right.
but you did take HGH.
I was trying to shoot it directly in my knee.
So that's not up for
100%.
debate, but you were doing it to recover from injury, and people can make the assumptions they want.
Right.
Maybe it gave you an edge, maybe it didn't, but you never, as far as I know, linked to steroids.
Listen,
right?
if you look at my numbers, I'm pretty consistent. 30 to 40,
Plus,
41.
you didn't last long.
Were you pissed
You
at
didn't
Radomski?
have like an abnormally long career.
Well, when I left Boston in '99, I fell in the dugout the first series of my new start over there. That's why they have the railings up right
You
now.
fell in the dugout?
If you ever look back, I fell in the dugout. I landed on my left knee and left ankle.
How did you fall in the dugout?
I was running for a pop fly, and I didn't, amped up.
Right. No one stopped you?
No one stopped me, and I was playing against the Indians.
Right.
No one stopped. My friend Jim told me he was right there. He goes, "Mo, we didn't even think
He let you go.
He goes, we didn't even think you would have run. It was so far foul." I go, "Yeah, I was probably charged up."
Right.
And since that time I fell, 5 years later, I was out of the game.
You think that started it?
I was 100. I couldn't, I'm lefty, so I need my left leg. I couldn't spin.
Right.
I started making other adjustments. It didn't work. 5 years later, I was
So
out of the
fluky.
game.
Have you seen Radomski since that whole thing came out all those years ago?
No, I
Would
haven't.
you punch him right in the mouth if you saw him?
Yeah, we have to do something.
It would not be good, right?
Yeah.
Can you handle yourself? You good with the hands? I'm just wondering.
Listen,
You want to mess with him? I ain't gonna.
I'm just saying. Maybe you're a teddy bear.
No, he looks like.
Not every big guy can fight. Maybe you're soft.
Listen, we all, when Judgment Day will come when that happens. We gotta handle
Air
some
an
of this stuff.
opportunity. That's
I
what
would
I
say
say.
Big Mo looks like a defensive tackle these days.
So you got this, obviously, the clothing line for men called MVP Collections.
Where do you
got
get it?
Yeah, where can you buy this stuff? Online?
Well, it's all online. We're all online right now, e-com. And, we're on Instagram. We're on,
Can I try the
Facebook.
jacket on?
It's too big for you.
I want to try it. Make sure the material's to my liking.
This ought to be good. Yeah, that's ought to be
I
good.
like the inside. Let me check this out. There's MVP Collection. This is more your size than me, Booms.
I see that. Okay, whatever you say. Greg.
MVPcollections.com, Instagram, Facebook.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's like a
42.
blanket on you, man.
I like it.
It's like you got your
Obviously,
dad's
it's big
coat
for
on.
me because I'm not as big as you, but it's almost like butter.
Yeah, we good.
I like this. This is good. Boomer, you should.
Let me see the lining.
For your birthday,
Let me see the lining.
I'm going to head to toe you in
Let me
Mo's
see
stuff.
your lining. Let me see the lining.
Look at the line. Look at that.
Oh, the lining's nice.
Got Mo's name right in there.
It does.
See that?
I see that.
So, you think the Indians win the World Series?
Listen,
Not
man,
that you're a fan. I just want to know
listen,
you think they win.
if you look at, Boomer in playoffs, how people start clicking.
Sure.
The good defense, pitching, timely hitting, and they got the guys, Francona's picking the right guys out of the bullpen at the right time to stop people. They're in a good flow.
They're in a really good flow. So are the Dodgers right now.
Dodgers are rolling too.
I mean, and Madden said last night after the game, because we're just not hitting the ball. It's kind of like the Mets, like they're home run guys and all this other stuff. Hey, what do you think about Yoenis Cespedes? Yeah, you got an opinion on him on the type of player he is?
Would you give him 5 years at $150?
Listen, he's a dynamic player. We all, you know, listen, I don't know anything about him.
Right.
But he goes out to me, goes out and plays. Listen, you know.
Is he a $550 million player though? That 5-year 150. You know that.
Well, that's what he's going to ask for.
Yeah.
About $30 million a year.
Well,
You're an owner now. Would you give him $150 million guaranteed?
It depends, you know, what the market is. You know, the market is what it is. You are what the market is.
If you're the owner, would you give that guy 5 years guaranteed $150?
I don't know. I gotta.
Would you give J.R. Smith 4 years, $57 million
Guaranteed?
There's a lot of money out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's so much money out there, and it's you know, it's the asking price. Now you got to evaluate: does he fit? Does he do all the things that you want him to do? You got to look into all that. It's just not the numbers. It's, you know, give somebody that much money, they got to be doing a whole lot of good things.
And plus also people want to see him play. They want to buy tickets to go see him play. So he's also a guy that is going to generate ticket interest. Yeah.
You know, when you won the MVP award, was it '95?
Right.
Guys sometimes describe seeing the baseball like as big as a grapefruit, and everything's in slow motion. Is that tangible? Can you describe that when you're hitting it every night, 3 for 4, home runs, the whole bit?
That's exactly right. It's
Can
like
you
everything,
put that into words for the average person?
It's like everything is slowed down. You know, usually when you're struggling, everything is sped up. You're moving, your eyes are moving, your head's moving, everything's moving. Bing, 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 and it's like it's coming 150 miles an hour. When you're going well, it's like everything is and the ball is so big, and you're just effortless. It's effortless.
Boom.
It's bang, bang, bang. It's, you know, you want that all the time. It doesn't happen all the time, though.
Yeah, well, I saw Boomer's career, so I'm aware that it's not frequent, but it happens from time to time. Like,
Give you a hard time,
yeah,
would you describe it?
if you want to take him out on the way out, to take him with you.
Listen, I'm in Mo's pocket. What's this?
Oh.
Mo Vaughn. Yeah. What is this? Cash in the pocket of the jacket. I might buy my own jacket that comes with cash. Hundies? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, man.
My man, where are we going after this?
Man is making some cake.
We're going to work.
Carton
We're going to work.
VIP room.
No. We can't go there right now. It's too early.
Not saying it's not too early.
How much do rate me is there?
Well, I'll tell you after I take it home with me is what I'll tell you. Anyhow, you have, other than winning MVP and you're an all-star and, you know, obviously you're in the Red Sox Hall of Fame and the whole bit, is there a singular moment or two that is like yesterday for you?
You know, I reflect back on, I think in '98, I hit a grand slam opening day to win the game against Seattle, things like that.
Opening day grand slam.
I don't know, I was on the horse in '95 after we clinched. We went first. We went last to first.
Right.
And then we got bounced out. I was 0 for 14. I know how these guys like Rizzo and guys are feeling right now. I did that
Cubs,
before.
right.
Cubs. I did that before. You know, I
that's just got to be the worst, right? When you
it is the worst because people don't realize in the playoffs, but when you know in football, the game is completely changed. They know your weaknesses. They're going to pound your weaknesses. They're going to pick somebody in a lineup they're not going to pitch to, and other guys got to beat you. And you got to realize also pitching in the playoffs, they're going to get you out on 4 pitches if they can. There's no wasted pitches. There's nothing. So the whole game is completely different. Before you know, you look up, you're down 0-2 or you're down 1-2.
It goes quick.
Yeah, you know, you're 0 for 10, 0 for 8.
Right.
And you're like, what the hell happened? And then that's how fast it can get out. It can get away from you.
Let me ask you this. I always wonder about this. Boom and I argue about this all the time. Baseball players always have this silly notion of, well, you got to protect the guy in the lineup, so this guy behind that guy.
No, it's important.
I don't get why that's important. They're still
important.
throwing. You still got to hit what they throw. Explain to me why it's so important. Like,
because the
Daniel
guys
Murphy
on base
behind Bryce Harper is going to be better than Daniel Murphy behind Neil Walker, whatever.
The outs dictate how people are going to pitch to and who's behind you. Okay, you got a man on first, 1 out. You're up there with your third batter, and your fourth batter sitting behind him.
Right.
You got to stand a chance to score. That guy's in scoring position already because you got to come. What are you going to put? What are you going to pitch around and hit the fourth batter with 1 out? With
No.
Second,
No, of course not. You want to get the third batter out because the fourth batter's protecting
You're going to have to pitch to him. You get behind, you're going to know what's coming. When Jose was behind me in 94, 95, 96, I knew it was coming too well. I could anticipate more because the guys hitting behind you. Guys not behind you, they tend to pitch that.
You won't get the fastball.
You're not going to get the groove fastball.
And that's a real thing. That's
It's
you can
100%
see. You got it.
guaranteed. If you get somebody behind you, you can dictate what's happening.
You know, I would think about looking at your career. The biggest problem, not the biggest problem. Maybe the biggest regret is you only played in 2 playoff series.
Right.
That was it. In '95 against against Cleveland, and then '98 against Cleveland again.
And listen. People talked about curse. There was no curse in Boston. We just weren't good enough.
Right.
And the Yankees were what they were.
It's like Charles Barkley always says, "Why didn't you win a championship? I was never on the best team."
You never on the best team. And and now ownership's got. You guys can talk all you want on the radio about this or that. When ownership wants to win, your team is going to win.
Maybe not a World Series, but you'll be in it.
You're going to be in it.
Right.
You're going to be in it. You're going to get to the.
Check out Mo Vaughn's new fashion line for the big and tall guy, MVP Collections. You can get it online and just Google it and find it. Well, listen, who's the best pitcher you ever played against?
2 guys that got me out consistently were Dan Plesac.
Really? Okay.
Tony Fossis. And when I went back to Boston in '99, Pedro was the best I ever faced.
Nice. How much you benching these days?
I just no more. Just working out. Got to stay alive.
I think I'd be benching.
Max, one-time rep.
One time.
That's all I guess. And if you don't answer, you can't leave.
You can't leave. You got to stay.
I don't bench. I don't bench.
You can't leave. But if you had to bench and your life was on it, and you're going to sell
One-time rep, Max.
If let's say J.C. Penney came to you and said, "Look, we need you to bench 250 at least once, and then we'll take your collection."
I could do it.
You could do it.
280.
I could do 250.
250.
Make sure you count your money.
I am.
It's good seeing you, man.
Yo,
Good luck with the
thanks
collection.
for having me.
And we appreciate
Thanks,
you coming
Mo.
in.
Great to see you,
Mo
man.
Vaughn, the businessman.
Yeah.
And I like to watch.
I like it.
I know.